So my name is actually Mocha. It's a little bit of a typo there. I mean, that's the passport name. So my name is Mocha, which is my Israeli name. I'm a Jewish from Israel with a Buddhist twist. My second name is Joko, which is my Buddhist name, my Japanese Zen name. And Zen is my family name, my husband's name, and my beautiful family's name. So, what am I doing here? I came from Israel especially for this program. I was a nurse, a hospice nurse in Jerusalem. I'm sure you've all heard of Jerusalem. The hospital was on Mount Scopus, overlooking the old city on the one side and the Dead Sea on the other, which you all, I'm sure, are familiar with. And the job was fascinating. It's a giving job, it's a calling, it's challenging, physically, emotionally, peers, patients. You really get to know the people and you get close. But for me, something was missing. And I couldn't understand what is missing. Doing a good job, patients are, families are, are satisfied. Everything is supposed to be okay. Something is missing. What is missing? So I stayed with the something missing. And as you know, God works in mysterious ways. I was with my husband in Singapore. And in a bookstore, I found this book, which is called The Art of Contemplative Care. It's a compilation of different paragraphs of different contemplative carers, teachers, mostly Buddhist affiliation. And I happened to notice and I fell in love with 2 chapters that I read, and I said, you know what, this is it. This is it, I found it. And I Googled them, of course, these teachers, Googled them, where are they? They're in New York City. And one of them is in this room, he's one of your faculty, my teacher, Sensei Koshin Ellison. Thank you, Sensei. So, of course, Google, right? Internet, Google, telephone, I'm coming. I have a sister and brother-in-law living in New York. I said, I'm coming. I need to talk to this guy. I'm sleeping over, just so you know, I'm coming. I go into the room for the interview. I call up. I'm going for the interview. He walks in and he says, you're crazy. You know that. You know that you're crazy, right? I said, I am. This is the first sentence. And he says, you know why you're crazy? Because I'm the same craziness, and you're going to do this program. So, the affiliation, the Zen, I'm sure you're I don't know if everybody's affiliated with, the New York Zen Center for Contemplative Care is affiliated with the NYTS. And here comes my story, why I'm in the New York Theological Seminary, which is a great combination for me, because I have met fascinating people. So, in the Buddhist, there's a very basic fundamental teaching in the Buddhist teachings. It's called the 3 jewels. You find sanctuary and refuge in the 3 jewels. And as most religions, you can find a common denominator. So you would find it in the Judaism, you find it in the Christian, and you find it in the Buddhist, and you find it in Hindi. The 3 jewels. 1 is the Buddha. You find refuge in the Buddha. Buddha meaning the teacher, right? So the teacher would be the priest or the pastor or the preacher, or in the Christian world, you guys will know better. In the Jewish world, it would be the rabbi. In the Zen world, it would be the sensei, the teacher. And in the Hindi world, of course, it's the guru. So that's the first one. You find refuge in your teacher. And you can call your teacher whoever you want to call your teacher. It could be Jesus, right? It could be God. You can call the teacher whoever you find refuge in. Number 2 is refuge in the teachings. The teachings, you have the Christians have the New Testament, Old Testament. Jewish have the Torah. and Buddhists have the Dharma, right? Number 2. Number 3, and I think what's most important, but very, very important, is the Sangha, is the community. So you have the church, right? The congregation, the synagogue, and the monastery or the zendo, wherever your Buddhist affiliation is. So that's the big picture. Now let's come down and bring the narrow picture to the NYTS. We have our teachers, all these esteemed people standing here. And as on behalf of the Master of Pastoral Care and Counseling, we have our Dr. Insuk Lee, who's our teacher. Many of us have found refuge with Dr. Lee. When you have a problem, we go to Dr. Lee. Second is the teachings, right? Everything that we've studied here for the last 2 years. So it's whatever it is, it's the psychology and religion, it's pastoral care and counseling. And the other students, of course, you've had your curriculum. And the third thing is the community. For me, my experience was meeting my community, my peer students. Could you guys stand up? If it's done, it's okay to do that. Could all the MAPCC students stand up? Julie, Eugene, Barry, Saeed, Lori, William, Joyce, Celie. Who did I forget? Besquil's, yeah, Bernadette, Eugene. Robin. You guys, Robin, Rebecca. You guys, for me, you were the NYTS for me. You were an inspiration. You are awe-inspiring. I know some of you have overcome many, many obstacles to be here. You have inspired me in your deep faith, in your calling, in your belief in your calling, in your passion for your faith, for your belief, in your passion for caring for others, which I saw in our classroom. You guys are amazing. And I am so grateful, so very, very grateful that I had the chance to be with you in my class and for the last 2 years. So thank you so much, and I hope our paths never part. Thank you.